FitLovers.
Hey FitLovers.
Welcome back. I am Ramsey.
And I am Mina.
And in today's bedroom discussions, we'll be talking about the difference between being an empty nester and not being an empty nester. This should get interesting. Don't go away. This is the FitLove Show. Okay, FitLovers, before we begin, we'd like to ask you to please click that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn your notifications on so you'll be notified when new episodes are released.
Yep. Okay, babe. Let's get it cracking. Okay, so what is an empty nester? An empty nester typically refers to parents whose children have left home, often leading to feelings of sadness or loss.
In contrast, parents who wish for their kids to move out might experience a mix of emotions. Emotions including relief or excitement for your newfound freedom and a desire to reclaim your personal space and time.
Babe.
Oh, man, I was just imagining that,
Okay, crazy. Well, in my opinion, at first, we have 4 children, as you know. Our first child has moved out of the house. And at first, I was a little bit sad, so it kind of was an empty nest situation. But then when I realized what we've instilled in our children and how we have taught them to be independent and to work for everything that they want and not just have expectations that everything is going to get handed to them, I realized that it was a great thing that she was able to move out and feel confident enough to be on her own. Our next child should be going to college next year because he's a senior, and he probably will be living on campus. It might be a tiny bit difficult for me because he's such a mama's boy and I love taking care of him, but he's been working all summer, every day almost. So I think I'm kind of getting a taste of how it will be. You know what I mean? His independence. So I think that instead of being an empty nester, I would consider us bird flingers. Okay? We get them prepared for the world, fling their asses up out of here, and let them experience their independence and feel confident that they're going to do just fine on their own because we've done such a great job as parents.
Yep.
So I just choose to change my perspective on the whole empty nest situation.
Yeah, well, I'm not an empty nester. I mean, when our oldest left the house, it was kind of a little bittersweet, but at the same time, she was leaving, which opened up another opportunity because we had 2 kids sharing a room at the time.
Yeah.
And it was cool when they were little, but as they started to grow, they started to kind of infringe on each other's space. And so it was like right on time. So when she moved out, we had 1 kid move into that room, and so 2 kids now had their own room. It was cool that she was getting out and kind of doing her own thing, but at the same time, it was a little bittersweet, but probably less bittersweet to me than it was for her, only because I did see that opportunity. It did free up some space, and I was a little stressed about how I was going to handle that situation, and she solved that problem. Like she said, we instill certain things in the kids, certain traits, certain values, and we see them applying these things on a daily basis. So, we can tell that the things and values that we instilled in them are actually sticking because we see them kind of running with that. So with our oldest, she's working hard, she's doing her thing, she's got her own gigs, going to school, trying to come up, do her own thing. 17-year-old just literally bought himself a BMW yesterday. Gave up his entire summer.
Make money.
Worked every single day. And just put the cash down on it. Bought himself a BMW cash. Nice one, too. Sitting right out front. So we got 2 more coming down the pike right now. I think when everybody's gone and everybody's kind of off doing their own thing, there will be sort of an emptiness in the house, but we will not feel empty. We'll feel more fulfilled because we'll at least have that peace of mind knowing that they're out in the world now. They're out in the world with the values we instilled in them. And then we can shake our asses, too.
Walk around the house naked.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
But honestly, the tips I have for people that are experiencing empty nest syndrome, it would be to try to focus more on yourself, on the things that you've wanted to achieve, because a lot of the time as parents, we put ourselves on the back burner so we can help our kids. For example, 2 of our kids have already gotten braces. I'm 40 years old. I haven't gotten there yet. You know what I mean? And probably 2 of the other kids. No, 3 kids have. So probably the last kid will, and I won't be able to experience these things until they do. So there's a lot of things that we do as parents. We don't look out for ourselves. We don't take the time out for ourselves. So being an empty nester, instead of doing that, try to change the focus on focusing on yourself, finding habits that you like to do, working out, just making yourself better as a person, as an adult, because like I said, we lose ourselves in our children sometimes. So it's very important to find yourself in that moment. And then you won't feel so lonely because you'll have stuff to do and you'll realize that you have yourself, So get busy if you are feeling the emptiness syndrome.
Couldn't say any better than that. Well, FitLovers, we've seen the dichotomy between being an empty nester and not being an empty nester.
I guess it comes down to your personal preference and how you feel as a parent. I'm happy to see my children grow up and become independent, but it does make me a little sad to see them fly away and start doing their own thing.
Shit. That means we'll be doing our own thing. Listen, I love our kids. And as long as I'm on this earth, I'll always be here to help and guide them. But just like anything else in life, there are seasons. Raising our kids is a season that is about to come to a close in the not so distant future. I'd be lying if I said I'm not a little excited about the prospect of having a little bit more time and independence back.
That part. It'll be fun and interesting to see what life brings when the kids go off and do their own thing.
Okay, FitLovers, that was our show today. We thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Please like and subscribe and share this video. And don't forget to turn your notifications on so you'll be notified when new episodes are released.
Yep.
Thanks again, FitLovers.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.
Peace. God bless you.